Kaori Nagao from Kaori Luxury Real Estate. Thank you for tuning in today. Today, I am very excited to interview my broker, Randy Char from Char Luxury Real Estate to launch my YouTube channel. How are you, Randy?
Doing wonderful.
Awesome, so good to have you, so good to see you. Welcome back. You just came back from your trip to Salt Lake and Cabo?
Yes, two very diverse and amazing cities. What's really neat is to see the real estate outside of Vegas and see, some of the common themes that you see here that are over there. For example, it seems like everybody really wants, with shelter in place, they want their place to be special and they want it to be theirs. And so in Cabo, we've taken a look at a lot of really neat resorts. They kind of mirror a little bit of the California vibe in some cases, but you're on the beach. We golfed Diamante Dunes, which is a top 100 golf course in the world, number 34.
Awesome.
It's just amazing over there. Food is great too. As far as Park City, another truly crazy city. I mean, the activity there, people are just flocking to the hills right now, getting ready for the winter. Anything from condos to estate homes to what they call ski beaches are a new thing I learned.
Nice.
That's pretty cool, where you just ski up and it's a big entertainment place.
Awesome.
Outdoors, so just exciting things that are going on out there.
Great, great. Well, today I want to interview about, your story, how you got to Las Vegas. We really want to hear about your brokerage. I'm personally very excited to have joined Randy's team this spring. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, but I really want to hear from you, your background, how you got here, your vision, and what you feel about the Las Vegas market.
Wow, thank you so much. I cannot believe this journey has been over 25 years now. Actually, this is, I think, my 25th year licensed here in Las Vegas. And when I moved here in the mid-90s, I never thought that this is what I'd be doing for this duration of time. But I can tell you, I still remember back to that day, and it was humbling to come out to this enormous new city, try to learn the real estate business, and luckily I had some phenomenal mentors. Actually started on the development side of the business. In the mid-90s here, development was really expanding. In Vegas, you could just feel that there was something going on, something huge that was about to happen. And so I came out here, got my license relatively quickly, and then just went for it. And the amount of opportunity that the city has presented is absolutely amazing. And I still believe it's here today, for many individuals. I always believe that Vegas is one of those cities that you come here to make something of yourself, and it's a very inviting city. People, I think the misnomer is that it's not sometimes distant or impersonal because of the tourism. But I find it's just the opposite. I think that everyone here is here with a purpose. They want to do well. They're great about the community, and it's been a wonderful ride.
Yeah. So where are you from originally?
So I grew up in Marin County, just north of the Golden Gate Bridge and the redwood trees. So it couldn't be more opposite than the environment in Las Vegas. Very laid back, very outdoors, and I enjoyed that. And so for my undergrad, I decided to go down to Southern California, went to UC San Diego for my undergrad, and from there, came back to Vegas, and later got my MBA from Pepperdine University.
Awesome.
So I feel like I do have a part of California in me. I really love it. I love visiting here, but I absolutely love living in Vegas.
Absolutely. So tell us about your journey from the developer side and now obviously transitioning into owning your own luxury brokerage.
Yeah. So, I learned early on that there were really two diverse careers in real estate. One is general real estate, where you help people list their homes, you help them sell them, you help people find them a home that are either resale or whatever in the marketplace. I started on the other side of the business, which is the development side. Las Vegas is huge for national home builders. I think something like the top 15 of the 20 national home builders are here stationed in Vegas and have been developing for years. I was fortunate enough to have been in a senior leadership position, vice president of sales, for three of the top 10 national builders. My longest career was with Pulte Del Webb, and they were the largest builder at the time that I was here, to see kind of what's going on. And what I really love about that side of the business, or did, was that you learn all aspects of it. You learn how land is purchased. You learn how communities are developed. You learn how to market, you learn how to position, you learn how to brand, of course you learn how to sell. And in terms of the construction, it's really a great education for the diverse aspect of real estate. So in my DNA, I would definitely say that still carries today, even though I'm on the other side of the business.
Sure.
I think I'm one of the few handful of brokers that have been, vice president of sales for a national home builder, as well as an owner of, my own general real estate company.
Absolutely.
And I can tell you that I shift back and forth in terms to draw things, to see the market and apply things.
Absolutely. And there's so much development even now in Las Vegas, right?
Right.
Yeah, especially around like the Red Rock Canyons, that new Stonebridge community.
Oh yeah, there's so many cool areas. In fact, Summerlin is where I started my career. Summerlin, for those of you who don't know, is a 22,000 plus acre master plan community with over 60,000 families eventually. And I saw it from the very beginning in the 90s to seeing how it progressed now. In fact, at one time it was the #1 selling master plan community in the United States year after year after year.
Wow.
So I think it's because of the quality of lifestyle that can be provided here, which is really neat.
And then what sparked your interest into then shifting to the luxury brokerage?
Well, I was always huge into branding and the finer things in homes. And although sales in general in real estate, a lot of the fundamentals do cross over, the luxury market does have some differences. It's not about needs as much as about desire, right? People nowadays, they want to be the architect of their lifestyle, and whether that is, multiple homes, places, or they really want a dream home or a custom home, it's been really a passion of mine. I built my own custom home back in 2002, so that long ago, and went through that process and really saw that in the luxury market you see more particular aspects of that. And then people also have more of a diverse, let's just say, interest. So really understanding what makes them tick, what's important to them, it's vital to be able to serve them and help them in the market. So it's less about selling them, and it's a lot more about matching them with what they really want.
Right, right. And so how long have you had Char Luxury Real Estate?
Well, Char Luxury has been here, actually kind of born and raised in this in Tivoli Village 6 years ago.
Wow.
And it was a transition from running the development across the street, which is called One Queensridge, which is a very high-end, one of the nicest high-rises, frankly, on the West Coast.
Yes.
We've had some record sales there, including last year a 15,000 square foot penthouse for over $8 million.
Yes.
But what we wanted to create is this kind of lounge atmosphere. You can see it here, folks, and you can see that it feels casual and relaxed, and that's the idea. I didn't want an office environment. People do not want to shop for real estate in that environment, I believe. And so we have basically our restaurants right outside our door. It's a beautiful place. It's very convenient and central to get places.
Yes.
But I believe that we're able to serve our customers through events that eventually we'll have. Hopefully things normalize a little bit more.
Yes.
And it's just an environment where it's great to do business.
Absolutely. So 6 years here in Tivoli.
6 years in Tivoli Village,
Yeah.
and our focus largely is the ultra high-end high-rise market, as well as the luxury market, and we're really truly experts on the west side, such as Summerlin and the surrounding areas here. But we, of course, can serve anyone everywhere in the city.
Sure.
Especially with folks like yourself. I'm so excited that you're here.
Yes, thank you.
I'm proud of everything that you've done so far, and as you can see, it's been a wonderful ride together to do this.
Absolutely. And then what's your vision as far as your team? We obviously have a boutique firm. You want to keep it that way. What is kind of like your long-term vision for Char Luxury?
No, thanks for asking. So 6 years ago, my vision was not necessarily to start my own company per se. I was looking at the different brokerages, and either you had these large national brands where I felt that they were fairly confining, right? And it just didn't find that there was a niche that could be served. And that niche, my definition of that niche is really, a lifestyle experience that's boutique, that's catered, that has the intimacy, that feels that you're really paying attention to your customers' particular needs, but scalable enough or large enough where we can really share expertise in all aspects, whether it's how we write things, the PR of our firm, the finish of our marketing pieces to how we present and position strategically properties in the marketplace. And overall, I felt like there was nothing that just quite fit that, so we decided to start our own.
Yeah.
And luckily, it's been, knock on wood, fairly successful.
Absolutely, and I think that's what drew me into joining Randy's team. And I've known Randy for many, many years. Actually, Randy's one of my husband's closest friends. They've been friends for over 20 years, and you've been part of our family life for many years now. And I see you all the time, doing your events, your branding, your marketing. It's spectacular. And what drew me to you, especially because you're focused on the lifestyle element, I think that's really huge for me. And with my background in luxury concierge services and event planning,
right,
that totally aligns. And of course, once things get normalized, I'd love to do more events with you and get this new office activated, right? And yeah, that's really exciting for me. So that's why I chose to join Randy's team here. And we're here at the beautiful office in Tivoli Village. Now, Randy, talk to us about ARIA and the involvement in this organization.
Yeah, so ARIA stands for the Asian Real Estate Association of America. It's the largest Asian real estate trade-based organization in the world. We have approximately 18,000 plus members in 39 markets in North America. I started my involvement back in 2012. I learned of this great organization. They focus on advocacy for helping Asian Americans get into homes, and that's the dream of home ownership is what we aim on. But we also have every spectrum and aspect of real estate that we're involved with. Do you have to be Asian to be in the organization? Absolutely not. You just have to be able to support, because the buying base is very dynamic and unique that we found in the Asian trade base. For example, on average, the Asian population, the AAPI population, has more buying power in general. They have language differences, they have a very diverse culture,
right,
so there's cultural differences, but they all have a very huge appetite for real estate, and it's across the country. So when I started, they asked me to help them kind of build the luxury brand that aligns with the income brackets and the investment quality that they're looking for. From that, it progressed into being more involved as a city chapter president, helping with the conventions, the national stages, and then finally, in 2018, I was fortunate enough to serve as the national president for the whole organization.
Wow.
So I got to fly around the different markets, really understand the dynamics of what's happening locally in their marketplaces, as well as from a macro level of what some of the real estate trends are, and that's been a priceless education.
And did you see a lot of similarities when you were traveling? And this is obviously 2 years ago, right? Things are a lot different now,
right,
but did you see a lot of similarities in the different market? Was it still low inventory at that time?
Yeah, definitely the market moves, together, but also separate. And each segment of the market, we've learned, also works. For example, in Las Vegas, we typically move up real fast, and then sometimes we dip really fast. We're cyclical because of the sensitivity of our marketplace being largely attached to entertainment, which can be good and can be bad,
right,
but you just have to kind of stay ahead of it. But one of the macro trends I'm finding, for example, is that people, want to look for places where they can save in taxes. They want to look for places with good weather. They want to look for places that have quality lifestyle, and places like Vegas, can offer that.
Absolutely, and the weather, right?
And the weather, yeah.
We've had beautiful November weather, 70s.
I know, it's absolutely
and
amazing.
it's just so weird for us because usually in Halloween, that's when the temperature drops. We go from AC to heater in one day, but this year it's been pretty warm, so we've been lucky there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the organization has been wonderful. It's almost, for lack of a better word, a huge family and a huge network. If you want to, you feel like you can reach out to any part of the country basically and be able to contact someone, and you have a commonality that people will share their resources and help each other. And it spans across all the financial institutions and all the real estate companies alike.
Awesome. And then, my last question for you, Randy, as a new agent, what are some of your advice, maybe recommendations, suggestions, being obviously active, like joining ARIA, for example? What do you recommend for someone like myself just joining a team?
Well, you're doing it, first of all. And that is, you can't just sit on the sidelines and expect that the knowledge will just come to you. You have to take opportunities to go learn the market. For example, if you're interested in development, and I started out, quite some time ago, I drove every community. I tried to learn everything about all the floor plans. I learned about what was the unique aspect of each of the areas and those type of things. Like what you're doing, getting the word out, being able to share with people the different real estate that's out there. Nothing replaces that, and nothing replaces just getting involved in trying to, again, serve people and try to take in as much as possible. And stay on top of the market. Be a student of the business,
right.
Whether it's your presentation on how to align the right product for someone, whether it's the overall market knowledge, whether it's going outside of your own market and learning about other markets, because it helps you give you insight to the market that you're in, like we just spoke about.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Randy, for your time today. As this is my first video, everybody that's watching, please subscribe, like, comment. I'd love to hear from you. Please click on the notification bell to be alerted when the new videos come out. And my plan is to release a video every week. And you'll see more of Randy in my videos. And looking forward to hearing everybody's thoughts on our channel. Thank you very much.